In our Turkey analyst, Yusuf Erim, who's been watching that discussion very closely. Yusuf, what did you make of that? Because in an incredible tone and some very interesting comments there on both sides.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, that was the word I was thinking too.
I was expecting some type of softening and compromise, but it seems that President Trump is very understanding to President Erdogan's arguments, and he feels that he was treated very unfairly in the S-400 saga. He shifted the blame directly to Obama, which is fact. I mean, Turkey had tried to buy Patriots over and over for the past decade. You have a NATO member in the most chaotic region in the world, protecting NATO interests, protecting EU interests, and you're not giving it the tools to defend itself. So he was very understanding, and he understands that he wanted to buy the Patriots initially. When he couldn't buy them, he went to the Chinese. He tried to purchase air defense from the Chinese. When America pressured Turkey, they backed out of that deal, and they finally signed a deal with the Russians. So he is very understanding. He feels that he was treated unfairly. He stated that specifically. Now, when there was talk of sanctions, he didn't give an answer whether there will be sanctions placed or not, but he said it's something that they're looking into. Yeah. So we see a 180 by the U.S. right now, at least from the president. Now, how much of what Trump says will translate back into congressional action, that we need to see, but we are definitely seeing very different rhetoric coming from Trump, different rhetoric compared to what's been coming out of the Pentagon and the State Department. So absolutely. A very understanding Trump, blaming Obama for this, heightened tension between two NATO allies, which in reality, he is very correct. This is a problem that he actually inherited, many of the S-400 deal. While the deal was signed during his administration, the problem started with this blocking of Patriot sales. Now, there was also a lot of other things talked about. They were talking about a $75 billion bilateral trade target. Trump said he wants to quadruple business. He actually went even further and said, I think 75 billion isn't enough. He said too small. 100 billion. So that was another important insight, that Trump is looking forward to increase business with Turkey, increase arms sales, weapons sales. He also talked about developing military ties with Turkey, further developing him, calling him a very valuable NATO ally. And President Erdogan also talked about the defense industry, that steps need to be taken to cultivate ties in the defense industry between both countries. And President Erdogan also touched on the importance of bilateral trade. So very, very good presser right now between Erdogan and Trump from a Turkish point of view. Definitely going to make many happy in Turkey. But like I said, we're going to have to see how what the president said today in Osaka will translate absolutely back into Congress. Into policy, and for everyone to be on the same page there in the US administration, because it hasn't been. And this really, as you said, looks like a U-turn. Yusuf Erim, for now, thank you very much indeed. Now,